Hi, I'm Catherine Heileman and I'm the salary coach. You know, one of the most common questions that I'm asked is about my most successful salary negotiation, and so I thought I would share it with you today. It's going back a few years, and I was looking to leave an organisation and was in the hunt for a role, and I had spotted this role which I thought looked pretty good, but I wasn't sure whether it was really the right fit for me. So there was a 4-week interview process and it went really rapidly. Each week I had a different interview. So I started off with the recruitment manager. Actually, I started off with screening over the phone, then with the recruitment manager, then with the exiting manager, then with the hiring manager, and then with the CEO. So it was rapid fire. And I got a sense after the second interview that they were really interested in me as a candidate. So what I did is on the third phone call for the third interview, as we were setting that up, I said, so, you know, what's the process from here? And she said, look, I think this will probably be the final one. There could be one more. And I said, does that mean I'm the preferred candidate? And she said, yes, you are at this point the preferred candidate. So I went along to all 4 of these interviews, and within, a day of my 4th interview, I received a phone call to say, we're really interested in you and we'd like to make an offer. And what was offered to me was this figure that we had spoken about in the phone screening. You see, salary negotiation begins the moment you apply for a role and you get a phone call. And they always ask, what are you looking for? And there are a couple of different ways of handling it. In this instance, I named a number. And they said, well, it's a little bit off where we're at. And I said, well, once I knew where they were at, I said, look, it's not that far. We're not that far apart. Let's go through the process. So I tried to keep the doors open. I didn't want to close the doors, but I also didn't want to negotiate myself down and talk myself down. So I get the offer over the phone, and it's the number that they mentioned. And I said, well, now that I've had a look at the role and I've spoken to 4 of you, I believe X, Y, Z about this role. And that's why, you need me to come in and do a number of things to really get this place buzzing again. So I would like to press for the number I initially asked for. And so there was this sort of silence at the end of the phone, which is, one of those things where people are thinking about what they want to say, but they're not sure whether they should give the game away straight away. And so I popped in, well, why don't you give it some thought and maybe give me a call back. Go and have a chat with the boss and see where you land. So about half an hour later, I get a second phone call. Hi, Catherine. Yes, we can meet you on that number. I said, excellent. And I then added to the negotiation, look, I'm about to start this master's degree. I was wondering if the organisation would pay for that and also 2 weeks of study leave per annum. And I'm expecting it to probably take me 3 or 4 years to complete the degree. Again, a little bit of silence. She went off. Another phone call back. Yes, we would be delighted to support you with your further education because we can see it's a benefit to us. We will pay for the full degree, $70,000 worth of master's degree that is, and also we'll give you 2 weeks extra leave per annum to go on study leave. And I'm going, yes, in the background, quietly, on my end of the phone. And then she said, and by the way, what we would like to also do is offer you a 20% performance bonus. At which time it was my turn to be a little bit silent as I'm quickly calculating what that really means. And so really quickly I said, thank you very much. I really appreciate your offer. And that's a yes. So we had the deal done. What did that mean to me? It meant the most that I have ever had in terms of a salary bump. That was $100,000 per annum. It was the most awesome negotiation I have done. And I'm really proud of it. And all of the skills and techniques that I used for that, I have further honed since, and that's what I offer with the Salary Coach offering. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.